Right now we're standing in North County, San Diego in the automated range coop. This is actually designed, developed, and built in San Diego County. It's one of the only ones in the world right now. This is a mobile floorless coop that's 100% powered by solar. So every single 24 hours, this entire coop drives to a fresh spot of pasture. What that does is it lets the animals, instead of living on their own litter, which is AKA manure, they're eating, foraging, and bedding on fresh grasses all the time. If you were here, you would know that it smells good in here, it feels good in here, it's cool, and then every single day it's moving to a new spot. So what that does is it increases the nutrient density of the chicken because they're foraging for all these different plant matter. But it's really important that the coop is mobile. 99.999% of chickens on the market today are raised in a stationary housing environment. Ours is different because it's moving every day to a new spot. What inspired me to become a farmer, I did not grow up farming. I grew up as a downtown Seattle city kid, no experience with food, no experience with farming. I actually went into the Marine Corps, and it was in sniper school when I was bit by a tick. And that tick happened to give me autoimmune condition of Lyme disease. And I basically found clean eating from that experience. I started eating better and feeling a lot better. And it put me and my family on this deep dive of trying to search for organic food and pasture-raised meat. And we could find the organic produce, but it was really hard for us to find pasture-raised meat. So in 2012, we were sort of joking around as a family about getting some chickens for the backyard. My brother-in-law apparently thought we were serious, and he ordered 50 chicks, and the little hobby in the backyard was born. So it was not an intentional route to becoming a farmer by any means. And so we moved into San Diego County in 2016 onto a very dry, dusty patch of former conventional potato ground, and we've been working to regenerate the land for the last 6 years now. The reason it's important for me to farm with regenerative is I wouldn't be interested in farming otherwise. I would do something else, to be honest. I didn't grow up farming. It's not like something I felt like I had to do, but when I learned, let me back up. As a kid growing up in Seattle, all I ever heard is that animals are bad for the environment, and the best thing you can do is just eat less animals and eat more plants. That was my context. I didn't know any better. But when I learned that when animals are managed the right way, they can actually be a benefit to the ecosystem. Me as an environmentalist, I was like, that's new information to me. And then you can actually produce nutrient-dense food that's good for people too. That's what got me really interested. And so Pasturebird is just one of many regenerative farms that are popping up in the US. We take a lot of our cues from actually indigenous wisdom, which is like, regenerative is just a new way of explaining a very old style of farming. Native Americans that have been here way before us, they understood the value of taking care of our soil and passing that on as our inheritance to the next generation, which is more important than giving them money. So I would farm no other way. I would have no interest in doing a conventional farming structure. To me, the most exciting thing is watching the wildlife return. We do have a plethora of new plant species, native, diverse plant species that are popping up, but what that does is it brings back, we have resident bald eagles, deer, mountain lions, bobcats, really healthy and managed coyote population, all the way down to caterpillars and squirrels and lizards and ladybugs and bees and every animal kind of in between. So to me, like, the success of this farm is really measured by the amount of wildlife and the plant varieties that we see out here. And it's the best. Like, this is my office. I get to come out here, you can take a deep breath, it smells good, I think it looks good, and it's something where it's like, we feel like the best marketing that we have is transparency, where we just want to show people what we're doing. We also want to be really open and honest that, this is an awesome environment for chickens, cattle, and plants and wildlife to all thrive in together. Our nature's our partner, not our resource. What that really means to us is we're not in the business of just extracting whatever we can and leaving it worse for the next generation. Like, I really think about this as, how do we change agriculture so it's left better for my kids and for the next generations? And like, moving animals across the landscape is paramount to the success of like nutrient density of the animals, but also the health of the land. So this is all about like using the relationship with nature in a positive way that's good for us and good for nature, like a win-win. It's more expensive to do it that way, but we would do it no other way. The other thing is we talk about the beautiful dance. So this is not a chicken farm. Even though it looks like one, this is not a chicken farm. This is a dance. It's a harmony between cattle, plants, wildlife, and poultry. And we really think about it that way. It's also a grass farm more than anything. We build the environment for the animals to thrive. Mother Nature takes care of the rest. So we talk about that idea, like the beautiful dance, a lot. Jimbo's has been like a goal customer for over 6 years now. And it's really cool to like see this come full circle, and we're in San Diego County. I don't know, we're 30 miles as the crow flies to like some of the stores. And so to see it all come together and be able to work with Jimbo's, it's just like, it's amazing to see it go from this little tiny backyard operation now to this place where me and my family enjoy shopping, and it's right down the street, and it's like people can come see the farm, they can shop our products at the store. It really feels like a cool fit for us. Jimbo's is like the original, you know? For Southern California, I can't think of a retailer that's been more committed, or even just a staff and a team that's been more committed to organic and regenerative. I think that they take the cake. And so we felt like we've been pioneering what you guys stand for within the chicken space. And so it's just like, it feels like a marriage, it feels like a partnership, it feels way more than just a vendor, you know, customer relationship. Like we really want to get to know the customers, want to spend time at the stores. It's just rad to be able to go right over the hill and be able to shop the products and see them for ourselves. So it's like our true honor, and it's also just something we're really looking forward to, like getting to know